Hi friends! So today I'm just going to give you what I like to do if I only have like 5 minutes to jump on my mat just to feel a kind of an all over body stretch and bring a little more energy and space into my body. And it's just something you can do, to get a little jump start on the day. So let's jump on the mat, and we're just going to start in tabletop. So I like to, and again, you can take a blanket under your knees if you're feeling like the mat's a little thin. But I like to start out on tabletop. I'm going to take my hands under the shoulders, knees into the hips, and just start with a few gentle cat-cows. So inhaling, curling the toes under, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhaling and round the back, spread the shoulder blades. So we're just getting some movement into the spine, which automatically starts to wake up the body and calm the nervous system. Move with the breath. And make it a little more organic. You can find some movement, like a little shake in the hips. Draw some circles through the body, like you're kind of jump roping your spine. And let the hips sink back towards the heels. And rock it forward. Let the hips sink towards the mat. So some little kind of back bending movement. You can let that be as large or subtle as feels good. Nice. And coming back now to that tabletop, just turning the fingertips. You can take one hand at a time. You can do both hands. And stretching out the wrists. I like to move through some cat-cows here as well. This is really my go-to movements. If this is all I get on my mat each day, I will at least work this in. It really feels good. Move with your breath. Deep, steady breaths. Nice. Now from here, turning your toes under and sink the feet back towards your heels, stretching the soles of the feet and the Achilles, and even a little sensation in the calves. And take the tops of the hands now. You can kind of move some cat-cow movements here. Inhaling to get broad across the chest. Exhaling to round. You can make some little fists. That deepens that stretch to the back of the wrist. Feels good. And here, as I get done there, I feel like I'm woken up in the wrists. I come into a heart to earth. So this is a great way to stretch through the thoracic spine, promote a deeper, fuller breath. So just reaching the hands forward. Hips stay stacked over the knees. You can just let your forehead rest to the mat. You can bring the chest and chin to the mat if you've got the flexibility. For some, it feels good to even bend through the elbows. Just let the hands come together in prayer. That's a nice stretch for the upper arm, for the triceps, for the muscles there at the shoulder. Continue to breathe deeply. And then from here, just rolling forward now onto the belly. We're bringing the stretch into the lumbar spine in Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders or a little ahead. Reach each leg long behind you and open up through the heart space. And you can find some movement in the neck here, just a full body experience. And draw some circles with your nose, directions. If it feels good, you can press all the way up into seal for a deeper back bend. Really wakes up the body, better than a cup of coffee, I swear. Open up the chest here. Deep breaths. Just come on down as you're ready. Slide a little bend into the knees. You can take one at a time. This is a good stretch for the front of the leg, into the calf. Just sort of draw the heels in, and you can really hang out as long as feels good. Just breathe into the areas that feel tension. If you want more, you can even come up into your forearms. That's a big stretch. Once you feel complete there, pressing back up into table. One final final pose that gets the back lines of the body. From your table, shake it out, maybe open into a cow. Deep breath in, open your heart space. And exhale, send it up and back into a downward dog. So just taking any little movements here, bending in the knees, sending down through the heels. Shake any tension out of the neck, little yes and no movements. And once you're feeling good and stretched out here, exhale, sink it down. Maybe take a moment in child's pose. You can even set an intention for your day here. Come on up. Doesn't take long to get a lot of benefit from some movement and some intentional breath. I hope that that serves you well. It's what I use in my own day-to-day if I don't have a lot of time to jump on the mat, just to kind of be centered and energized, focused, mindful, all of the things that can help us have a better day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this serves you well, friends. Namaste.